So this is my Lulabula. This might be the first time you've met her. Well, you saw her on the Jamaican holiday video. Isn't she gorgeous? Love you, boo-boo. Hairstyles for school. I'm going to give you 5 unique hairstyles because there's always a lot of pressure in the playground, and with this kind of hair you need to be prepared. There's no washing and going in our house. 5 hairstyles for school for all your little ladies, any hair type. How to keep the hair at bay. And this is the equipment you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of brush. I use a Tangle Teezer. It works on all of my girls' hair. This is our smoothing brush. Our one is double-sided. One side has got harder bristles, one side has softer bristles. What you do is you slick it back. We could not survive without this brush because we've got obviously slightly afro hair. Without that slick back, it just doesn't look good. The next thing we'll use is a tail-end comb. Brilliant for parting the hair, especially when you're doing braids. We've got a selection of bands, thinner bands, thicker bands. And then I use this detangling spray. Her hair has been blown out. She naturally has very curly hair. I just find it easier to work with when it's like this, especially if you're braiding. It's easy to brush through. Maybe I'll get to show you a curly style later in the week. So it's Monday morning. I'm going to show you a really nice, easy style to do on Tinkerbell's hair. I'm then going to part the hair. I'm going to do what we call an Aliceband, but it's with a braid. So I'm going to part the hair about an inch away from the front of her head, all the way over the top. I plait under so the plaits come towards me, and off I go. As I go back, I take a segment and I draw it in, and then I keep coming back. You can either place a band there at the ear point, or you can continue the plait all the way down. What would you prefer, Ting? The end, please. As you can see, that looks absolutely beautiful. She can either leave the back of her hair in a ponytail, or she can take the hair out, and that looks lovely as well. Happy with it, Tink?
Yeah,
so now Tinkerbell's ready for school. Have a good day, Tink. Bye! So this is Lulu's hair before. As you can see, Lulu's got very curly hair. So I'm going to show you from beginning to end how I'm going to turn Lulu into a beauty princess. So Lulu's ends are a bit on the dry side. I am going to apply some oil. It's Keracare. It's not cheap, but it is very, very good. So now Lulu's hair's all brushed through, not a tangle in sight, and that's taken about 2 minutes to do that. And we can start with our style. So I'm going to begin by parting Lulu's hair right down the centre line. I'll put one side up in a band, and I'll always only work one side at a time. Divide it into a quarter now. I'll put this into another band. This is why you need lots of hair bands at the ready. And then I'm using the smoothing brush and I'm smoothing the front bit. Can you see the difference there? Slick. That's how I like it. So we're going to start with the plait now. I get my tail end comb again. I take about a good inch from the front. Now this time I'm going to plait over, okay? So like a French plait, I divide into 3. and I take the plait over the top 3 times over before I start taking in hair from the sides. I need to just take tiny segments in from the side, so about that much. Add it to the hair, and the same on the other side, and then you just keep going. The plait's done that's against the head, but I'm going to continue the plait all the way to the end. That's one side done. If you have got curly hair like Lulu, I always like to add a bit more leave-in conditioner to the ends, because it just makes the hair just curl that bit nicer. So now we need to do the other side. So Lulu's all ready for school. Hair is done, isn't it, Lulu? Looking very beautiful. So we're just going to do our third hairstyle. Lulu's decided to have a plait up the back into a side pony. So should we give it a go, Lulu? So the parting will be just above the ear to about the middle of the head, and I will do the other side probably where the nape of the neck is, but slightly over to one side towards this corner of the head. So that's about right. I'll put the rest of the hair in a band. Now I've got my section that I'm going to plait, and then I take about 1 centimetre away from the hairline. So I do an under plait. So you only need to plait it to the point that's attached to the head. Okay, then you're going to get one of your thin elastics and put it quite close to the scalp, the elastic. So about there. That goes into a side pony. Hairstyle, Lulu, done. And here we go again. So give her hair a quick spritz with the detangling spray. Tangle Teezer, brush it through. That's how we always start any hairstyle. So we're going to do 3 plaits at the front going into a side ponytail. So I'm going to start by partitioning the hair. So you know that where the hair sort of draws back, I'm going to come in there to about the middle of the head, all the way round like a semicircle to the ear. Okay, so you've got a whole section here to work with. We're going to divide the hair into 3. So I'd say about 1 section is there. So start at the front, but instead of taking 1 centimetre back, I'm going to go for more like a good inch. Put it into 3 sections. Today I'm going to go over the top with these plaits. Look at those chunky cheeks. I'm going to show you some tips after about if you do hair the night before, how it can actually be preserved for the morning, so you don't always have to do a hairstyle on the morning of school. Lulu has been learning about India at school, and today she learned Indian dancing. And yeah, she got a henna tattoo. Isn't it cool? So that's it done. My pony with 3 flats on top. Okay, so Tinkerbell's just washed her hair, so you can see it's curly. I'm going to put a little bit of the Keracare oil on it, mainly put it on the ends, and then I work my way up the hair to the top. With wet hair, I always use a wide tooth comb just to comb it through to prevent any splittage. Start with parting the hair. I'm going to do a zigzag parting. I start at the top of the head slightly to the right, and then I'm going to come across the head. So it's a diagonal. Then I start at the point there and I bring it back the other way. Zag. From the base of the head backing, right to the top. So I put one side in the pony. Just make sure the hair is tangle free. It's absolutely fine that it's got the curling. Working with the curly hair today. Start here at the front of the head. Going to take a section of hair, a couple of centimetres from the front, split into 3 sections, even sections, and I start to plait. I'm going to bring the plait underneath today because the hair's curly. I find when you bring the plait under, it makes the hair a bit neater. And that's one side done. And now we go on to the other side. So you do exactly the same on this side. Okay, so Lulu's hair is all done, but the only problem is it's the night before. Really beautiful flats, but we don't need this till tomorrow morning. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to preserve the hairstyle. All you'll need is one of these. It's called a do-rag, okay? It's sort of like a scarf with 2 long strings. You might have seen rappers wear them in the 90s, like 50 Cent, P. Diddy, that sort of thing. You've got a local black hair shop, go down there, they cost about $1.99. I could not live without this. If you haven't got a shop like that, then try Amazon, but I will pop the details below. What I'll do is the bit that's loose and out, I will tie into a bun. Twist, 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 and then round we go into a loose bun, which I'll do in a band. I'll only wrap that around twice because I don't want Lulu to be uncomfortable in bed, so you can see it's nice and soft. Just spray the hairspray onto the plaits. Preferably try and shield your child's face, not like me, just blast it into your child's face. Then I would just get the comb, and you see those fine hairs at the front, just draw them back into the plaits. Tail, down, seam up, because otherwise you end up in the morning with a big dent across the middle of your head, which is not a great look. Place at the front of the head. Wrap round. So you're gonna pull the back down nice and straight, then cross it over, bring it back round the front, cross it over at the front. I'm gonna tie this into a bow. Then I take this long bit and I pull down, and that tightens the whole lot. Do-rag on, and we'll show you the big reveal in the morning. I would actually go as far as saying it looks neater now than it did